Hello everyone, welcome to Vaish Courses YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the current update. Australia joins US to boycott Beijing Olympics. So, we are going to discuss about the diplomatic boycott, which is also joined by Australia along with the America. Okay. Before starting the video, I would remind you to subscribe to this channel, like the video, share with the people, and also don't forget to give your feedback in the comment box. With this notes, let's start the video. So, 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, Australia joins US diplomatic boycott. This is the news all about. So, after the US announced a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Winter Olympics Games in the Beijing, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison confirmed on Wednesday, that is 8th December, that Australian officials will also boycott the games. According to the Reuters reported. So what happened is there is US thought of having a diplomatic boycott. It means that athletes and players will be playing the game. They'll be going to the Olympics and they'll be performing. But the diplomats who need to go to the Beijing Olympics have got cancelled. They are under the boycott. So even Australia Prime Minister Scott Morrison told that they'll also do a diplomatic boycott as a US. The diplomatic boycott is being carried out because of the Chinese human rights atrocities. So, because of the human rights atrocities and the treatment on the Uyghurs Muslims in the Xinjiang province, because of this human rights violation, this move is taken by Australian America. So, the boycott occurs in the backdrop of increasing evidence emerging about China's poor human rights record and the suspicious case of Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai. Like the US, Morrison also said that Australian athletes will be allowed to attend the games. Okay, they'll be their athletes will be joining the games, but diplomats won't be attending the athletics venue. So athletics venue won't be visited by the diplomats. So this was the news. So what is the actual debate? So if you see from months, human rights groups and some politicians in the Western nations have been saying that the countries to boycott the 22 Winter Olympics in Beijing over the Chinese government rights abuses. So the US became the first major power to impose the diplomatic boycott, announcing 2 months before the games that it will not send any official to Beijing. So other countries, including some in the European Union, also could follow the suit. Okay, but why is this boycott happening? So what is the total details about the boycott? China is facing a intense criticism for its human rights record because of the poor human rights performance, and several countries, including the United States, told that criticized China of committing a genocide against the Uyghur Muslims. So Uyghur Muslims are the Muslim minorities in the Xinjiang region. So, and the China denies these allegations. Rights groups have also called attention to Beijing's repression in Tibet also, and their crackdown of freedom in Hong Kong also. So in different regions in Hong Kong, in Tibet, in Xinjiang province, the human rights are very much violated by Chinese authorities. So the disappearance of Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai from public view in November further added the fuel to the fire. So you can see the Xinjiang province over here. So this is China. So this is Xinjiang in the China. So this in this region there is a Uyghur Muslim minorities on which human right violation is taking place. So a coalition of nearly 200 right groups, the human right groups, they are arguing that participating in the Beijing Olympics would be turning a blind eye to these abuses and could be seen as an endorsement of the Chinese Communist Party authoritarian rule. So these people are saying we should not participate. It will be like we are encouraging them for this human rights violations. So the International Olympic Committee, that is IOC, which actually organizes and oversees the games, has sought to avoid the controversy, reaffirming that it maintains a neutral position on the political issues. So, what are the previous boycotts earlier which took place in the history? If you see, there is a long tradition of boycotts and the threats of boycotts at the Olympic Games for the political reasons also. If you see the Spain, Netherlands, and Switzerland did not participate in the 1956 Summer Games in Melbourne in protest against the invasion of Hungary by Warsaw Pact troops. And in the 1960s and 70s, sub-Saharan African countries repeatedly prevented the apartheid states of South Africa and Rhodesia from competing with the threats of boycotts. And following the Russian occupation of Afghanistan at the end in the 1979 to 82, Russia and 19 other countries returned the favor 4 years later by staying away from the Los Angeles Games. And in 1988, North Korea sent no athletes to the games in the South Korean capital of Seoul, and five other countries joined North Korea during 1988. So there were also calls to boycott the 2008 Summer Games in Beijing because of the human rights violations in the Tibet, but little actual action came from those appeals. So again after 2008, now again the boycott talks are happening. How actually boycott looks like? In a full boycott, a government refuses to actually send even the athletes, spectators, officials, and all of them to the host nation. But so the according to Joe Biden's administration, he imposed just the diplomatic boycott. As I have already told you in the previous slides, so diplomatic boycott is nothing but a boycott of only the diplomats, not the athletes. Okay, so or the other alternative boycotts will look like relocation. So sometimes what happens is, in order to do a boycott, they will relocate the venue, the host country will be changed, or sometimes athletes itself will protest, so they won't participate. And there will be sometimes actions by sponsors also, so sponsors will not sponsor the program. So these kind of boycotts will happen sometimes, but these kind of boycotts may not occur now. So you may ask me, do these boycotts really work? So experts actually says that it's very difficult to measure a boycott success, right? Boycotts have impacts in a variety of ways that are almost always indirect, almost always over a relatively extended period of time, and sometimes counterproductive. Okay, if you take Soviet Union didn't leave Afghanistan because of the 1980 boycott, but the boycott eroded the prestige it hoped to gain from the games and signaled growing disapproval of Moscow's action. So in the case of the 2022 Beijing Olympics, many experts actually says that the boycott likely won't work and could make it even harder to gain concessions from China. And even some people say that the concerned governments and media outlets could instead use the 2022 games to draw attention to China's abuses. So, some different people are having different opinions. Unless it happens, we cannot see what are the actual results. So, according to the situations, according to the country, the results may differ. So, would China retaliate on this issue? So, Chinese Foreign Ministry has warned of a robust response to such a boycotts, including taking unspecified countermeasures against the US over its diplomatic boycott. And experts are saying that Beijing has many ways to retaliate. Chinese government could suspend bilateral exchanges and even participating in the global talks like climate change and disruption of trade and sanction on the foreign official. These kind of retaliation measures that Chinese can also take. So indeed, there are countless examples in the recent years of Beijing retaliating against the foreign actions it disapproved of. So we have seen in the recent days also. Chinese could also leverage its vast consumer market of 1.4 billion people to damage companies that withdraw support for the games. Okay, for example, this year earlier, brands including the H&M and Nike faced boycotts by some of the Chinese public after the companies said they would stop using cotton from the Xinjiang. So these kind of boycotts will happen. And if you see how China responded on the Australian issue, so they said that mountains can't stop the river. China's response to Australia's diplomatic boycott of Beijing Olympics. Okay. So the Chinese embassy in Australia reached to the move and said that accountability lies with the Australian side to fix the current predicament in the ties between the two countries. So the Australian success at the Beijing Winter Olympics depends on the performance of its athletes and not on the attendance of the officials. This is what China's responded. So that is what the news about. So give your opinion in the comment box regarding this. So tell, comment whether this is a good move or not. Will it help really to tackle the issue of the human rights violation that is taking place in China? So thank you everyone. Let's meet with another interesting topic in the next class. Until then, take care. Bye.